So, you know,
Okay, what made you pick Boyz N The Hood?
I love the teachings of Furious Styles in the movie, you know, like, because you see how people turn out without a Furious Styles, meaning fathers in their
Ooh.
lives, right? So I really love that they showed that part what a father being in a son's life really meant, you know, coming up in the world.
Yeah, Boyz N The Hood is actually a really good father and son amongst all the bullshit. It's a really great father and son story.
Most definitely.
About a man who decides to take charge and raise his son amongst all the chaos of South Central Los Angeles.
That
was a good thing too.
Most definitely.
It wasn't like out of a tragedy.
No, that was dope. That, you know, the mom was like, you know, trying to get her ish together, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and he was like, they were both straight up righteous parents, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was arguing with the teacher, like, hey, don't call my son, you know. You know what I'm saying? That's stuff that black moms do, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna call my son no hoodlum or whatever. He know what he doing, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that part of them, the parents, like they were straight up, like didn't take no shit about their child, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I.
Yeah, when it come to young Trey, they was not playing.
Right. So, you know, they wasn't giving us the accolades that fast.
Not only had we as a black community had never seen nothing like that, they definitely never saw shit like this.
No.
They never saw nothing like this.
No.
This movie's like a comet in the sky. Nobody ever saw nothing like this and didn't know how to process the success from it.
Right.
You know, but I feel like there were a lot of positives, but the press kept pushing the negatives, which was the shootings at the theaters.
Of course.
Anybody got shot by a theater, it was Boyz N The Hood fault. It was like, Boyz N The Hood, what are you playing at that theater? Why are you blaming it on that?
Man, it's a cold game, yo.
It was a cold game back then. But it did win MTV Award, you know, back in the day for Best New Filmmaker, John Singleton, and it won an NAACP Award for Outstanding Motion Picture. It got its accolades. Should have gotten more.
Of course.
Because as it's kind of like the Chronic album, the test of time showed how dope that album actually was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know, from history that certain things should have gotten the recognition they should have gotten when it came out, but because of politics, stuff like that.